This is Ken Pyle at NAB 2013. We're at the TelVue booth with CEO of TelVue, Jesse Lerman. Jesse, you guys just announced a new product. Why don't you tell us about what you're calling it here?
Sure. So we're very excited. We just launched the TelVue Connect Media Exchange, and this is really a brand new feature on our TelVue Connect cloud platform, which is a platform for content aggregation as well as content contribution. So TelVue Connect itself is a great way for broadcast television stations and also video on demand providers to aggregate content and get content from their direct contributors. The contributors can just drag and drop content to them from any web browser. And what's nice is TelVue Connect will automatically transcode that content coming in to the format that's required by each broadcaster. So we'd already released that product, but this new feature that we call the Media Exchange, in addition to getting content from your direct contributors, you can now draw down from content from basically a syndication portal. So as a uploader to TelVue Connect, or if you're managing your own TelVue Connect account, you can now take content from your own library and choose to share that with other broadcasters. And that's a very exciting new feature.
Well, it is. It's something that we've been advocating for a long time for those who are producing local content. You kind of create this local content exchange, and it seems, we've physically done it with DVDs, but now it seems like you have the mechanism in place to really make it simple to make this happen, right?
Yeah, exactly. And in fact, we have pretty rich history in deploying sharing systems for local and community television stations. We started back a number of years ago, actually, with just a basic FTP site. There was no front end at all. And believe it or not, they liked it and they used it. And then we kind of launched another pilot where we put a front end on top of that, and we did some work with the Alliance for Community Media and a number of PEG channels, and we created something called the Community Media Distribution Network. And that's actually live and has a lot of stations on it. But we've learned a lot over the years, from each of these experiences. And one of the main issues now, where stations are starting to use a lot of different formats, some are SD, some are HD, sharing a single standard format, which is what we were doing before, gets kind of clunky. So one of the real nice features now with the TelVue Connect platform, because it will automatically transcode to each station's needs, now it's really a seamless workflow. If someone syndicates a high definition file, high definition content, and another station has an SD only workflow, when they choose to license that and become an affiliate, it will automatically transcode and down convert to SD for them, whereas another station that is broadcasting in HD, they'll get it in HD for that station. So that's a real important part of the workflow.
Yeah, and that's something that there's several layers to this, but one of the layers is just, if you're a producer of content, just getting it on the air is a lot of work. But then to take it to that next step and think, well, how can I syndicate it to the world? Right. That's a whole other step. And it sounds like it's basically like a one-click type of thing. Is that what you've developed?
Yeah, exactly. So from your TelVue Connect account, you can view all of your content, and literally, just like your email, you can bulk check off a bunch of your videos, and in just one click you say syndicate. We're also now in the process of extending. We just launched this as a new feature, but the next step we're taking is the ability to create private syndication groups. And this is, for a lot of the community stations, they're interested both in public sharing, but that also creating kind of small, local groups. That could be, the group of community stations in Massachusetts might have a pool of content that they want private to their group, and some of that content they share. So that's the next step. But it's really as simple as picking your content. You just in one click say syndicate. Before that, you just set up your licensing, so you can, write in the application, define and say, this content is licensed under Creative Commons, and you can pick from Creative Commons options, or you can put in your own licensing terms. And then on the flip side, when you go into the Media Exchange to look for content and look at other syndicators, if you see something you like and you can preview it online, when you choose to license it, you have to accept those licensing terms as well.
Yeah, and that was going to be my next question. That's always a concern, is making sure you're living within the rights and making sure you know what rights you're giving away.
Exactly. So it's all tracked. It's all in the system, and you can also see who has licensed your content as well. So that's really an integral part of the workflow.
Which leads to the next question of, have you started the monetization part of it yet? So, some people can get paid if they want to contribute their content and so forth.
So that's work in progress right now. With a lot of the stations we've been working with in the PEG community, we've been providing more of an open sharing platform. So we're kind of focusing on that model and, building in the ability for a given syndicator to define their monetization terms. That's something we're defining now, working with some of the syndicators to understand how they really want to see that feature, and we plan to launch that as a follow-up.
Yeah, what about the idea of instead of having a whole pre-produced content piece, you have maybe portions of content that then another aggregator could take and put a program together?
Sure. You could use a system like that today. I think we could probably create some more, kind of first-class features where you might have clips versus full productions, but there's not, it's actually very effective now. You could certainly push up clips that would be available, in the portal to be downloaded by others for including in their projects. So there's really nothing stopping someone from using the system that way today. I just think it could be touched up, and I think that's a natural, progression.
And from a hardware standpoint, they do need your device in their head end or in their origination station, right?
So actually they don't. So TelVue Connect and the Media Exchange, it's a cloud platform. So really you just need a web browser both to upload and to download. You have workflow advantages if you're using the TelVue platform. TelVue Connect can be set up to automatically distribute with the metadata, so that's a big workflow savings.
Sure. Oh wow, that's pretty powerful then, and it sets you up, I suppose, for really establishing your base even much more than you have now, right?
Sure, absolutely. We try to provide a lot of value, and it's all about workflow, simplifying. So, and in fact, taking that to the next level, one of the other features we're working on is the ability to schedule the content that you've licensed right in Connect as a series. So, to give a good example is, let's say there is syndicated programming that is part of a series. The ability for the affiliate to not only license it and draw down the content and then schedule it on their own broadcast server, but they could just within the Connect interface say, not only am I licensing this, but I want it to run on my channel every Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 8 o'clock. And then as new episodes come in from that syndicator and they're licensing that series, it's completely hands-off. The new content's flowing in, it's transcoding to their format, it's sending down to their playback server, and automatically scheduling in those time slots. So it's 100% automated. Now again, that would require the TelVue playback platform initially for that type of workflow.
Right, yeah, it really is. The days of satellite distribution of content go away in this scenario.
Exactly. It really becomes a very effective replacement for satellite. And I think over time, even beyond community content, it could become very interesting for commercial content and even advertising content as well.
That makes sense. And from a business model perspective, is this something that is a monthly increment, or is it something that's a one-time fee? How are you?
Exactly. So basically, there's a service fee to be on the Connect platform, and now we've developed a lot of features, the Media Exchange being one of those features. So that's priced out as a service fee, but we're also starting off with a free tier to allow people to kind of dip their toe in the water and take part in the the syndication and the licensing and being an affiliate. So that really will grow the user base.
Well, thank you for your time and good luck with the new product.
Thank you. Thanks, Ken.